Go ahead.
But look at them. All right. So we had one of our members make us up a water tank or water trough for the bees. He cut off a large, it was like a 55-gallon drum. He cut it shallow and placed a bunch of rocks in it. And then we have a 5-gallon with a seal-tight lid, and he put one hole in it. There's algae and all in there. Don't worry about that. The bees tend to like that. They like it better than clean, free chlorine water. So it's not an issue. If it's at your house, you can take a garden hose and blast it out, loosen it up, but I wouldn't try and get it out. There's probably 6 bees right here crawling in around the rocks to get it. So they can land on the rocks, crawl in, get the water, and come back out. We do have a lot of swampy water around here. I didn't think it would be this useful, but they are using it quite a bit. The only thing we do is pull this cap, and we'll take and dump gallon jugs into it, put the cap back on real quick. Usually we'll hold our finger over the hole so it doesn't all run out. Then it fills up, and he also has a level here that he fixed on it to where it'll drain, to where it won't get so deep it'll drown the bees. So you can make all kinds of dispensers for water for your bees at your house.
What about mosquitoes?
But keep it simple, stupid. So he also put a one of those mosquito plugs in there. So now what that does is that changes the acidity of the water for the larvae, and they can't exist in it. It doesn't affect the bees. So that works for the mosquitoes. If you do not do something with fresh water, you will have mosquito larvae in it. And the only other thing you could do is dump it out every day. But the problem with that is, if you have rocks and all in there so your bees don't drown, the dumping it out every day, then you're having to replace all your rocks back in there or something. Because if you just have a pan of water, it's hard for them to land and get their drink. It's real easy for them to land in here on the rocks. As you can see, there's bees in here right now, landing, going and coming and going down and getting a drink. If you can catch them not in it, or go out at night when they're not there, and you can take your garden hose and blast it around. If you want to knock a little of the algae out, they tend to like it that way. So I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. The only thing I would do is I would put one of those, one of the little tablets they have for standing water to keep the mosquitoes down. It will not harm the bees.
What about placement in the yard?
I would not put it right in front of the hives. The closer it seems to be the hives, the less likely they are to use it. So we have ours here, and our hives are probably, can't do this in your yard, but they're probably 50-ish yards away. So I would try. The other thing you could do is make you up a pan, something like this, and put some rock and all in it, and put it right next to where your air conditioner drains on your house. Pipe that on over, and let that water that comes out of your air conditioner drain into your pan. Your dog will drink it. The bees will come and lap it up. It's just easy. But like I said, you need to have a drain on it to where it will not overflow the rocks to where the bees can land on it. You can use hay or straw or something, but you have to keep replacing that. And that tends to make the water dirtier and slimier quicker. But I mean, any of it will work. You can lay a piece of screen in it so it dishes down if you want to do that. There's lots of ways to do it. It's just, it works. And the state does require us to do it. On this property, I didn't think it was all that necessary because there are several lakes. But why make them go any further than we have to? They're just burning energy. Help them out, give them a little water.